Okay, so my audience today is gonna be my husband and my sister here. Would you like to marry me? Oh my goodness, yes, I would like to marry you. We are engaged. Yes, let's get married. Well, today I would like to talk about the terms Western marriage and traditional West African marriage. And some of my sources are exploreafrica.org and Wikipedia. Marriage means different things to different cultures. In order to define marriage, really, one needs to look at not only the historical period, but also the geographical location and cultural traditions of the individuals involved in the marriage relationship. In reference to the Merriam Webster Dictionary, marriage was defined as a state of being united to a person of the opposite sex as husband and wife in a consensual and contractual relationship or agreement. Even though the central theme focuses on a man and a woman spending their lives together, there are some differences between the Western marriage and the traditional West African marriage. Marriage is to be legally joined with a man and a woman who love each other and want to spend the rest of their lives together. In most West African marriages, a man who is ready for marriage and in love with his girlfriend will usually propose to her with a ring. When the girl accepts that proposal, then a wedding date is set, and usually the girl's family pays for the wedding. Most Western brides prefer a large, elegant wedding. Traditionally, the bride wears a white gown and a veil. Wedding planners are commonly hired to and plan the wedding. The ceremony concludes with a kiss to seal the union, and mostly American newlyweds traditionally takes a honeymoon following the wedding. But another alternative is to decide against having an expensive wedding and just going to the courthouse to get their marriage legally officiated. West African marriage, on the other hand, is a spiritual and social family affair that involves the combination of two lives, two families, and even two communities. Marriage is more of a privilege afforded by communities between a man and a woman, and for those who meet the criteria. However, in selecting and accepting a potential spouse, certain important conditions have to be met, such as members of each family are screened for incurable and contagious diseases, criminal backgrounds are conducted, violent behaviors, respectfulness, employment status, and standard of living are all required, and religious background as well. Generally, many West Africans prefer a spouse who is hardworking and respectful, peaceful, that is not violent or do not advocate violence, and in the same or some compatible religious background. Christians and Muslims usually do not intermarry. However, conversion from one religion to another are always accepted prior to marriage. Just like the traditional African culture where Christians and Muslims do not intermarry, unfortunately, it is also acceptable or unacceptable rather in the Western culture for people to marry outside their ethnicity. Regardless of the similarities, the meaning of marriage to those two different cultures plays a significant role. Marriage in the Western tradition are more of a civil right, whereas marriage in Western African tradition are always a privilege. It is an honor and a prestige that is based on the family values. Thank you.